Hi everyone, my name is Shauna in case you don't know, and welcome back to another video. I've been extremely stressed with school recently. I've been having imposter syndrome, plus this class that I'm taking this term just has a ton of reading and work to do. And so I thought something to do to cheer myself up is that I should go back to my roots of when I first started cosplaying and go to a Goodwill, find a piece that has potential and create a whole cosplay out of that piece. And I thought it would be fun to walk all of you through how I did this, how I basically make my cosplays when I'm on a budget. First things first, I get a couple characters in mind. So for this particular trip, some characters that I had in mind was Queenie Goldstein. Specifically, I was looking for her dress from the banquet dinner scene from Secrets of Dumbledore. Didn't find anything that worked for that, looked through every single dress they had at the Goodwill I went to, so I had to scrap her and I had to think, what other characters could I do? I had Clara Oswald in mind. I was looking at a red dress, and the red dress had potential, but last minute I decided to not get the red dress, and instead I went for Amy Pond. Now with Amy Pond, I was looking at multiple different options. She has a wider range of outfits. I find that when you're going this cheap way, you want to find iconic outfits, but outfits that don't have very many specific pieces that were created just for that character. So for example, I wouldn't go to Goodwill expecting to thrift Hermione's Yule Ball gown. Like, that's unrealistic. I have to go with outfits that have more parts that you could just pick together out of things that you find at a Goodwill. So the outfit that I chose to go for with Amy Pond is the one that I'll have on either side of the screen. I never remember which side is which. So one of the sides of the screen will have the outfit that I was going for. I was also looking at an outfit of hers that had a plaid shirt to it. However, I'm very picky about plaid shirts and thrifting plaid shirts, so I ended up not opting for that one because I didn't want to have to go through all the plaid shirts that was there to find one that looked even relatively close. So I ended up only thrifting one piece because I realized I had pretty much all of the other parts except for a couple little things that I got off of Amazon for really cheap. So the main piece that I thrifted that was the start of this whole cosplay is this bad boy, this red sweater. Amy Pond has a red oversized sweater in this outfit that I'm going for. Technically it has a hood and a little bit of a different, what's this called, a neckline I guess. However, when you go thrifting for cosplay, you're not looking for something that is 100% exact. If I was looking for something that was 100% exact, I would have looked for the screen accurate version on eBay. And generally if you're looking for screen accurate outfits, they are pretty expensive and they can be very hard to find. So I just decided I am gonna start with this. $7. Okay, going good so far. Just $7 and already have the main defining piece of the outfit. Amy then also has a black skirt on, and I have tons of black skirts because I cosplay a lot of different characters that require black skirts. Specifically, any Hogwarts student that is a female requires a black skirt. So I'm just taking one of these skirts. I got this one at Goodwill several years back. It still fits perfectly. This was probably like $4. So already, technically, I've just paid $7 for this outfit, but if you include this, I probably paid like $11. The next two items were both gotten for under $20, and I will link the ones that I got down in the description below. So basically, there were two pieces that I do not like to get used. So I have to keep that in mind. Occasionally, there's pieces that are not great to get used. So for this, it was a headband, so I just got a cheap brown headband because she is wearing a headband in that outfit. And then she is wearing gray tights. Now these ones look pretty solid in here, but once I put them on, you're going to be able to tell that they are not actually too solid. So there is the basis of my outfit. Now I need a wig. And the thing is, wigs can be very expensive, especially if you're looking for one that's really good quality. That is my cat's tail. Hey! Can you please move away from my phone? Thanks, girly. So I was thinking, do I have any red wigs that could work? And guess what? I do. Now this one is a little more wavy than Amy Pond's hair actually is in this specific episode. However, I decided to opt for saving money so that this whole cosplay costs less than $30 because I'm using a lot of pieces that I already have. You have to get creative about reusing pieces that you have if you are going to thrift your cosplays and save money. So this is the orange wig that I'm going to be working for this cosplay. This is a wig that I got to cosplay Clary Frey / Fairchild / Morgenstern from Shadowhunters. I have not actually cosplayed Clary yet because every time that I want to cosplay Clary to a convention, the convention freaking gets canceled, or they announce a different guest that I want to meet, and then next thing I know I have to change my cos plans because I have this thing where I like to cosplay a character from a show of whatever person I'm meeting. So for example, if I were to meet Daniel Radcliffe from Harry Potter, I'd want to cosplay a Harry Potter character. You see how that works out? So I haven't really had a good opportunity to cosplay Claire yet. This wig will need a little bit of brushing, but this is basically what the wig looks like. I don't remember where I got this from off the top of my head, but I will look it up and I will link it down in the description below. I do remember that this was labeled as a Mabel, I think, from Gravity Falls wig, but it is more orange than brown. I believe Mabel has more brown hair, and it just works for the purposes that I want it to work for. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do my makeup. So when I see you in the next clip, I will have makeup on. Generally, rule of thumb for cosplay makeup for me is if I am cosplaying a character that is a character from a TV show or movie that is like live action, not cartoon, I generally try to stay pretty natural. I try to stay as close to I can as what the makeup in the show looks like. However, I am not good at contouring, and instead I work with what works best for my face. So that is what I'm gonna do. Done with my makeup, I used foundation, concealer, setting powder. I used eyeshadow on both my eyelids and on my cheeks for a blush. I used a tiny bit of bronzer, but not too much. I used a tiny bit of highlighter. Basically done. I have to put on the mascara, but I am a huge fan of putting on mascara after I get the wig on, because putting on the wig cap always messes up my mascara, and then I have to start on my makeup all over again. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go toss on this cosplay and show all of you how it turned out. All of the makeup products that I used were bought from local drugstores and grocery stores like Fred Meyer, Safeway, and Walgreens. So I don't even know how this happened, but somehow in the process of washing and drying my sweater, it got ripped. So unfortunately I have to do a little bit of repairs just to get it all perfect, but this is basically the outfit that I put together on a budget. I'm very happy with how it turned out, but as I said, I do need to drastically fix that. I don't really know how that got messed up, but this is basically how I cosplay on a budget. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to me if you haven't already. I upload videos twice a week, so my next video will be uploaded next Tuesday. I hope to see all of you there for that video, and until next time, goodbye!